Parents are seeking an education that builds competence, confidence, and character. So this reality raises an important question. Is our university education keeping up with the demands of tomorrow? My dear listener, at the Catholic University of Eastern Africa, CUEA, the answer is very, very, very clear. Located in the calm green surrounding of Karen, CUEA offers more than academic instructions. It offers formation, an education that develops the whole person. Students are guided to think critically, communicate effectively, grow ethically, and prepare intentionally for life beyond graduation. In an environment free from constant distractions, they develop focus, discipline, and a strong sense of purpose. But above all, my dear listener, the world today calls for professionals who are flexible, who are team-oriented, who are solution-driven and grounded in strong values. At Catholic University of Eastern Africa, programs are intentionally designed to move beyond theory, blending academic knowledge with practical application so that graduates step out confident, capable, and ready to contribute meaningfully in the workplace. In a globalized society, my dear listener, remember, learning cannot be limited by borders. Today, we are all aware that the world is a global village. And through international exchange program opportunities, my dear listener, the Catholic University of Eastern Africa exposes students to diverse cultures, global thinking, and real-world experiences that broadens their outlook and prepares them for opportunities both at home and abroad. That is exactly why I keep on reminding you what this beautiful philosopher John Dewey once said, that education is not a preparation for life, but education is life itself. So whether you are a parent helping your child to make a life-shaping decision, or a young person charting the path to their future, or a professional seeking to grow and refine your skills, remember, Catholic University of Eastern Africa provides an education that meets the realities and expectations of today's world, which is why you need to join the Catholic University of Eastern Africa this January. Remember, the January intake is ongoing. So for more inquiries, call CUEA on this number, 0709 691 000. 0709 691 000. And to make you understand even more what CUEA is doing, in studio I'm joined by Dr. Joseph Macheru, who is the academic registrar, the right person to be here this morning. Daktari, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Hey, you well?
Kabisa.
Yes. How is CUEA doing?
Doing very well.
Okay.
You're still doing, and in our business of transforming leaders.
I like that.
Full stop.
In a business of transforming leaders.
Yeah.
Full stop. I like that.
That's what we wake up and sleep doing.
All right.
Making sure that the world has the right leaders.
Okay.
Correct.
That are needed today.
Correct.
So karibu sana daktari, but first things first, kindly introduce yourself with what you do as the academic registrar at the Catholic University of Eastern Africa.
Thank you. My name, as you've heard, is Dr. Joseph Macheru, and I'm the academic registrar for the university. And our main work is to make sure that we are the gate through which all the students will come to the university.
Yeah.
And we are also the gate through which all the students will exit the university.
Sure.
But in between, there is a process. And that's what we work to ensure, that we make sure that we have a smooth process to make sure that you get in and get out within the stipulated time. So we don't make you late. So if you are in a 2-year course, in a 4-year program, we make sure that we make sure that your time in the university is well spent in a manner that you exit the university within the right stipulated time.
All right.
And that's what is lacking so much in the world. But that's what we are geared to make sure that we achieve.
Okay.
But as we exit, what do you get out with? That's the most important thing. So we make sure that you exit the university being learned, not educated.
All right.
Business.
Being learned and not educated.
Correct.
I like that, Daktari. And being at the gate, entrance and exit, most importantly, how are you exiting? All these things, I believe, they are grounded on the vision and the mission of the Catholic University of Eastern Africa.
Yeah.
As a premier university, share with us the vision and the mission.
Now, our mission, number one, is to make sure that we are looking at the education from, number one, research. How are we making sure that we are integrating research with learning, and ensuring also that we are now having the leaders who are now ethical leaders to the society. So our mission is just to make sure that we blend the three, that we have the gate through which you are entering. We are transforming you to be a good researcher. We are educating, and we are also looking at the community. We are not only looking at how we are educating the society, but we're also looking at the community at large. And at the end of the day, the output will be an ethical and leader who will be able to transform the world and the society.
All right.
That's our mission and our vision. Yeah.
And talking about being an ethical leader, Daktari, currently you are admitting students for January intake 2026.
Correct.
Could you highlight what these new students should look forward to and why CUEA should be their university of choice?
We should expect the people who are joining and the students who are joining around this time. Number one, we are still having the intake. The intake is still in progress.
Yeah.
So we haven't closed. We began last week, and we are continuing until 30th of January. So to all our listeners, if you want to join the university, you are still open to join. We are still admitting students. So please just log into our website, and our admission is online. We don't need to fill physical forms. We are purely online.
Right.
So you just need to log into our admissions to our website and go to the admissions page. Then you can be able to apply for the course that you intend to apply. Then after that, you get into the university.
Okay.
Immediately, it's a very simple process. Within 10-15 minutes, we'll have admitted you, and we have given you the student portal and everything, and you'll be ready to learn at the university.
All right.
So let's have more people logging into our website. We have our courses there so that they can be able to see how which courses they would be interested with.
All right, and we'll be talking about those courses.
Yeah.
But Daktari, how does CUEA ensure academic excellence across all the faculties and departments, and how do the programs align with the demand of today's job market?
Good. Beautiful question. Number one, before we have any course that we have launched in the market, the first thing is that we interact very closely with the market.
Okay.
And the market will give us feedback, and this is how we want our course to be modeled. So to ensure that we have the quality and we have the correct output that the market desires, we interact with the market on a daily basis. We even have people who come to have what you call joint exchange programs, and they're looking at how do we market. For example, we could even have guest lecturers from the market, and we could interact with them and ask them, how do you feel our students are doing? Secondary, for us to get good feedback from the market and to know what the market demands, what we are looking at is having our students go for industrial attachments. When they're out there in the industrial attachment, we'll collect feedback. And we're really molding the correct students, and we'll get the feedback from the market. So that's how we form the students from a holistic point of view. Now, in terms of how our programs are structured towards that, we also ensure that we embed the social teachings of the church. And also ethics is a key pillar in all our lessons. For example, when you're in Catholic University, there are 3 major lessons that you must learn. And the first one is the social teachings of the church. The second is ethics. That is mandatory. You cannot graduate from Catholic University without that. And then the last one will be the Bible.
All right.
We want to form a holistic Christian environment. And we also accommodate even the Muslims and the other religious organizations. So, but at the end of the day, that's how we make sure that we are bringing out a holistic student, not only geared towards the market, but also can we instill these values to the students.
And you've answered my question, Daktari, because I was going to the element of values, because that is the biggest problem we're experiencing in the job market today.
Exactly.
And I really wanted you to shed light on the unique value of being a Catholic university student and how this shapes the academic and moral formation of all the students.
Yeah.
And I like the way you've actually brought out those particular 3 elements.
Yeah.
But above all, Daktari, we are talking about these students and life on campus. That is also another element that most people forget. So beyond academics, what kind of campus life can students expect at the Catholic University of Eastern Africa?
Number one, being located at Karen, we have the best environment of learning. So it just gives you the peace and the correct oomph of the university. Secondary, as a student, we don't only come here to learn, to teach you. We have clubs, we have sports that we make sure that the students engage in: football, netball, volleyball, etc. So we have so many student-centered games that even our students compete in the country. Like, for example, we are the best in terms of netball for our ladies. So these are the kind of things that we make sure that the students are exposed to, such that not only are they here to learn, but they're also coming out with other life skills. Now, other things that we have is the clubs. For example, we in the School of Business, we have an economics, very vibrant economics club that you'll find even competing with other universities out there. When you go to other clubs, like for the School of Law, we will also have the clubs that the students are also engaging in other activities out there. So there are quite a number of programs outside the normal learning environment that we run on a day-to-day environment. Over and above that, we also have research and seminars, and we invite the students to come and learn from the experts out there. So we are a holistic university.
And what about the leadership opportunities to help you nurture these holistic students that you are looking forward to?
Now, we also, like, for example, every year we have a student leaders election, and they are taken through leadership skills. By the time you are vying to be maybe a student leader all across the university, right from the PhD, masters, undergraduates, we have student leaders in every section. And we also take them through the leadership programs, whereby we teach them this is the values that you should have as a leader, etc. Hence the reason as to why you see most of our leaders. For example, a good example is the LSK president. Is a former CUEA alumni, and many other, including the deputy, because they were nurtured. They were leaders in the university from the onset. So we continue nurturing leaders throughout the university.
And Daktari, other than academic and co-curricular activities, one of the things that I'm always passionate about is the accommodations in our universities, which is a very, very big problem. Students go through a lot. By the time they get into to classes to study, they have gone through a lot. Where they stay is a very big problem. Some stay away from the universities, a very long distance. So when it comes to matters accommodation, which is a very key concern to parents and students as well, how is CUEA addressing student housing, both on campus and through partnerships with other facilities?
Now, what we have done, we have our own accommodation, but we have also partnered with other providers. We have hostels such as Kejani, just next to the university, where students can actually come and get accommodation, which is within proximity to the university. And also within the proximity to the university, we have other hostels that when the students come, we advise them, these are the hostels that you can be able to come and have a safe stay there. But we also are very closely monitoring in terms of how our students are in the hostels. So we don't just let the students just come to the hostels, but we closely monitor what are the values that these hostels are respecting, and we also have discussions with them in terms of how best we can have our student safety and how we can also make sure that our students, not only are they in their hostels, but they are living the values of the Catholic University within the hostels. So that's a key thing to us.
And what about those who are living away from the university, for example, areas like Rongai? Because I know I've interacted with so many CUEA students who are living in Rongai. In terms of means of transport, how do you do that?
We have organized means of transport. The university buses actually ferry students and staff from Rongai all the way to the university. So you actually pick from the university to Rongai. So we have made sure that we have covered that, so that our students don't have issues in terms of the travels and accidents along the way. So we have taken care of that to make sure that the safety of our students and staff is well taken care of.
All right, my dear listener, the Catholic University of Eastern Africa is a place to be. You have any question, 0709-691-000. That is the CUEA's number. You can make inquiries, my dear listener, dear parent. Choose this university for your child because this is one of the most important decisions that you will make on behalf of your child, all right? And my SMS line 0712223385. In studio, I'm with the academic registrar, Catholic University of Eastern Africa, Dr. Joseph Macheru.
This is Radio Waumini 88.3 FM. 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 This is Radio Waumini 88.3 FM.
Radio Waumini 88.3 FM, the Catholic radio station for all. My dear listener, thank you for choosing Radio Waumini this morning. And in studio, with Dr. Joseph Macheru, academic registrar, the Catholic University of Eastern Africa. We are giving reasons as to why you need to consider this beautiful university, okay? You can contact them on 0709 691 000. Call that number and somebody from the Catholic University of Eastern Africa will be responding to you and guiding you. 0709 691 000. Daktari, there are some questions here, but I'll begin with Emmanuel Wanjala, who wants to know if the Catholic University of Eastern Africa is offering e-learning.
Yes. Now, the Catholic University of Eastern Africa offers 3 modes of study. Number 1, you can be at the university as a full-time student. Okay. That means on a day-to-day basis is a physical learning. So you come to class and we teach you physically. Secondly, we have what you call the part-time. You can come in the evenings. And in the evenings, you can come and learn and then go home after work. Okay. Now, also, the evening is structured in a way that it's not all the days that you come to the university. Sometimes we'll teach you online, and but you'll still come and do your physical exams at the university and the cards, and some of the learning will be taking place at the university. But in those kind of specific courses, then someone needs to call and or visit our website and find out what kind of program is structured in which way. And most of our programs are very flexible in terms of you can be at the university or you can be online. Now we have another one that is purely e-learning, whereby you come to the university. You don't need to come to the university. You don't need to be there. You just need to learn online. So we offer e-learning. But it's not in all programs. We need to find out which program is there. But in 70% of our programs, we offer e-learning opportunities.
All right. Yeah. So, Bwana Emmanuel Wanjala, you can contact CUEA 0709 691 000 or visit their website, my brother, so that you can be able to be guided accordingly. And Daktari, in your at the beginning, you mentioned that one of the missions of CUEA is to transform students into good researchers. And I know that CUEA continues to position itself as a regional and a global hub for knowledge. So what initiatives are in place, Daktari, to enhance internationalization, such as exchange programs, international partnerships, and global collaborations?
Good. Now, before we even go to that point, it's good to mention that our university is an international university. We have students from 39 different countries.
Wow.
And that's a big network. Yeah. So you can imagine from all these 39 countries that we get students from, we have partnership opportunities with almost all of them. For example, right now, yesterday I was finalizing exchange programs for like 11 students who are going to France and around 5 of them who are going to Ivory Coast, just yesterday alone, because we're having an exchange program with the universities there. So we have a network of almost 180 partnership opportunities that are already existing. And we have students who are coming from France to study in Kenya, and then we have others who are moving from Kenya to France, Australia, Nigeria, Ivory Coast, etc. So we have quite a number of engagements that we do on that. Now, secondly, not only are we doing exchange programs, but we also conducting research with them. So we have partnership opportunities whereby we conduct research across different universities in the globe. So, for example, we are co-hosting a conference in Kenya, and we are with a UK university. So that's a good example of how we conduct partnerships. So we have almost in every semester, we have like 3 to 8 partnerships opportunities that are happening. Either the conference and research is happening in Kenya or it is happening outside the country, but we are in partnership with them. That way we expose all our students. Sometimes we have even staff who come from outside the country, from different universities, on exchange programs to come and teach our students locally here. And that is how we internationalize our students. So when you join Catholic University, we are giving you a global brand. So, and that brand is what is very important for you as a student and as a researcher, because we just need to give you the platform. And then again, we have our lecturers who also have partnership opportunities and research opportunities that they're undertaking with different organizations and agencies in the world. So, and they're using our students. So when we get a research opportunity, the first people that we use for our research, especially our postgraduate students, are our students. So we'll conduct researches with our postgraduate students and we'll expose them to the research world. Innovation, we have an innovation hub in the university, whereby should you have an idea that or an innovation that you want, we have somewhere you can come and incubate that idea. And we have even conferences that we are running. For example, in June we'll be running a conference on MSMEs, so and the innovations, and we'll be looking at how do we bring all the venture capitalist funding that come to the to the country and bring them in one place. So that way we also looking at the community. How do we assist the community around? So our research is very broad and goes towards helping the community, the students, the staff, and everyone on board.
Right.
So that's the best way to bring out how we conduct research.
And you've brought it out well, and also you've actually linked it up so well on matters innovation, because I had a question. I really wanted to know the kind of strides that CUEA has made in fostering innovation, of which you've actually responded very well. But above all, let us now look at the faculties and departments at the university. Could you highlight some of the unique faculties and programs at CUEA that are attracting attention locally and internationally?
Now, we have quite a number of programs. I think we have over 60 programs that are running at the university.
Right.
Now, we have, for example, international relations. It's one among the programs that is attracting students internationally. And that is why, like, for the students who are going to Ivory Coast, they are international relations students.
Okay.
Now, we have other programs, like in School of Nursing. Bachelor of Nursing is one among the best programs that we have. In fact, at some point, because the regulated program, we wonder how do we accommodate all these students, but we can only take a specific number. And that is why sometimes we cannot be able to take a huge number, but it's a very marketable program across the globe, because we are sending our nurses to Canada, to the US, to the UK, all through. And as soon as we get done, we usually get even contacts from the from outside the country. We are requested, can you give us 20 of the best of your students who are in nursing program? And we get them job opportunities. That's one among the greatest things that we do at Catholic University. And because our nurses, we have embedded values in them, so they become the best of the nurses that we can get out there. And that is why that program is very marketable. Right. We have other programs that are also very marketable, like Bachelor of Commerce is also a very marketable program. Bachelor of Law is also a very marketable program. And we have developed now, we have gone ahead to develop even better PhD programs, which are also market-oriented. For example, we have now the Masters in Law.
Okay.
And we have very high intake on that, interestingly. And then we also have a PhD that we have developed in project management, a PhD in project management, and it's picked up very well, which actually most of the people need. So we have a master's in project management, a PhD in project management. We have also in business administration, master's in business administration, PhD in business administration, name them all. So we have over 60 programs, but if you go to our website, you'll find almost all of them. Over and above that, we have a Center for Peace and Justice. That's why we teach even Bachelor of Peace and Justice. We even teach them, we have even a master's in the same, and a PhD in Peace and Justice. So we have multiple programs, and that is attracting a lot of focus, especially in the East African region. And we also it's quite a marketable course.
All right. And talking about these programs that are attracting students both local and internationally, there is a question here. Good morning. I just joined. What courses can a student who attained a B minor take? Daktari, while you are responding to that, are there any emerging or specialized programs that prospective students should particularly consider for their next intake?
Yes, and within our menu of programs, yes, we have them. Now, for that specific question, because we don't know the student is asking about what course, but number one, basic minimum entry point to the degree course is a C+.
Yeah.
So that student is well within has already met our minimum requirement. Okay. And you can always, that student can always contact us. I'll visit our website and find out what courses, but they can also call us and we can guide them in terms of what courses they can be able to undertake.
All right.
But over and above that, even if you didn't score a C+, and you scored a C or a C minus, we have certificates and diploma courses through which you can begin, and then you can transition to the degree, even to the master's and PhD. So we have those transitional courses that all our students across the board can be able to undertake. So we have a rich menu, just need to find out what exactly do you want to undertake. And we are available. You can actually even send an email at study@CUEA.edu. We'll be able to respond to all those questions there.
All right. So, dear listener, kindly do as Dr. has advised, all right? And Dr., you've actually mentioned about how you form students holistically, and I'm interested in today's dynamic and sometimes morally challenging world. How does CUEA prepare students to be both competent professionals and responsible citizens rooted in the Catholic values?
We make sure that, number one, the students have the correct teaching. For example, we have priests and nuns who actually are the key drivers in terms of nurturing these students to be ethical leaders for the church and the society. And they take the center stage in terms of making sure that they're ones who are forming the students. So you are being formed from more or less from a religious point of view. And being formed from that point, that's when we entrench the values. We entrench godliness. Like, for example, we have value about prayer, witness of life. These are major values that we make sure that we get them entrenched in the students as we make them holistic leaders. Because if you are not a witness of life, then it means that you do not have all these other values that are required for you to be a transformative leader. Because in the current global world you're living in, ethics has been thrown to the winds. But that is what we are trying now to bring back, to institutionalize that, even to make sure that it is embedded in the thinking process of a student, so that as you get out to the world there, you're actually thinking from an ethical point of view. And that's how we transform our students.
Okay. And now looking into the future, Dr. How will the university continue to innovate and position itself as a leader in transformative education, research, and Catholic formation?
We have taken very major strides. For example, the IBM, we have partnered with them. And we are actually working closely with them in terms of innovation and how we can drive innovation to the next world. For example, we are going to the world of AI right now. So if you're not tech savvy, then where are you headed? So now we are bringing out matters of AI into our programs. And right now, as we are reviewing our programs to make sure that we are also CBC or CBE compliant, that's what we are actually trying to do. As much as we are moving to that world in 2029, we are also on the path of making sure that we are also innovative in terms of all our courses. So we are reviewing all our programs, all of them, to make sure that they are compliant with the current world we are living in. So we do not teach historical courses. So we are every day we are innovative in our programs to make sure that we deliver value to all our students, and also we also deliver value to the market, because the market is looking at us. And if you hear the talks in the market, people saying that universities are producing this kind of students, and branding them names. But at Catholic University, we are cognizant of the fact that the market is in dire need of students who can be able to drive change in the world. And that's what we are driving out. So we have even courses in computer science, data analytics, short courses that you can even come and study at Catholic University, so that you can be able to be AI compliant and you can be able to meet the market needs. So in terms of AI and innovation, we are ahead of the game. That's what we are working on.
You've mentioned about CBE alignment, and I'll be inviting you very soon, with your permission, to come and elaborate more to parents how CUEA is actually aligning and preparing itself in readiness to receive students who are already in grade 10 right now in matters CBE. But looking ahead, Dr. What is your vision for CUEA over the next 5 to 10 years?
Now, the vision for CUEA over the next 5 to 10 years is broad. We need to make sure that the world realizes the true reason as to why value must be entrenched in the students. And that is what we are looking at, making sure that all our students that leave the Catholic University, they are market ready. That's the vision that we have at the moment. How can we be able to make sure that our students are market ready? And we are taking various major strides towards achieving that. Number one, we are making sure that we have our students exposed to the international market. That is one thing. And that exposure gives them the current the current way of doing things globally. And that is what we call the exchange of ideas and learning from different continents. Secondly, we are making sure that all our students in the next 5 years, they will have at least a 6 months industrial attachment experience, such that by the time you are coming, when you are getting to your third year, we send you out for a 3 months industrial attachment. It's already happening right now.
Okay.
And we are going to increase that to make sure that even after you complete your 4th year, you go for industrial attachment before you graduate. Such that at the end of the day, we make sure that the student is not so green when they are exiting the market. But even as they learn, they know what the market expects from them. And that is why now we are partnering more with the industry. We are partnering more with, for example, in the School of Business, we are partnering with most of the big 5 audit firms so that we can be able to have them come and give student talks. We give them students for exchange programs to go and do for industrial attachment with them. By the time the students are coming and they are sharing their experiences, we have like industrial attachments with banks like KCB, EcoBank. By the time the students are coming to the university, they're already sharing experiences. What does that one mean? That student, by the time they're in the university, the market is already attracting them because they are students who are already ahead of other students in the market. So at Catholic University, that's what we are looking forward in the next 5 years. All the students will be employed as soon as they leave the university because of the kind of the product that we are producing.
Okay. So finally, Daktari, what is your message to parents, to guardians and students who are considering joining the university?
Don't delay to make that decision. Catholic University of Eastern Africa is the way to go because we will be responsible with their children. We will be responsible to make sure that we have them molded in the correct way. And not only are they going to be leaving the university with a degree, but we'd want a student whereby even the market will understand that Catholic University is actually producing the right products. Because at the end of the day, it's the value proposition. What is the value that you get as an employer from a student from Catholic University? That's what we are looking at. And to all our parents, our guardians and sponsors, don't hesitate to bring your students at Catholic University. You will not regret. We'll be there to make sure that we mold your students to the best ethical employees and leaders that you can have in this world.
All right.
That's the message to
for those, now that the intake, January intake is still ongoing, for those who are considering, they have until when?
They have until 30th of January.
All right.
That's the last day we'll be able to admit the students. We began last week. So we will accommodate them until that time. So we are open to receiving all the applications. Just log into admissions at CUEA.edu, go to our website, or just type www.admissions@CUEA.edu. You'll be able to get all the application. You'll be able to submit your application, and we'll review it. It takes only less than 12 hours when you submit your application. In 12 hours time, you'll have received your letter of admission if you qualify for a certain course. And it's purely online. You don't need to visit the university for anything. Just log into your smartphone, apply, and upload the documents. Then you bring the physical documents now upon admission. Admission process takes maximum of 15 minutes. And we'll be done.
Some of us tulikesha bwana daktari for admission. Tulikesha, tulilala kwa uwanja.
That is why we are the gatekeepers. I began by saying we are the gate through which students will get into the university.
Look at that.
And we must make sure that it's a very easy gate. And even the gate through which students will exit the university. For example, in our clearance processes, the way you used to take like even 1 week camping at the university clearing. At Catholic University, you just need 10-15 minutes, you're done.
What? I remember let me not go there.
We'll have that discussion another day.
Clearing at the university, people can write a book on that.
Correct, and this is on how the stress you went through the university.
Exactly.
But you standardize.
All right, and I like that. By the way, before I let you go,
and before you even let me go, even in your journey as a student, it's so easy such that you have all your requirements on phone. You have what you call a student portal. Everything is on the student portal.
Look at that.
The fees that you pay is on the student portal. It shows you the balance. The transcript, once the results are released, for example, we'll be releasing results next week for the last semester. You don't even need to come back or wait for them to be published anywhere. Just log into your student portal. You get all your results there.
Look at that.
And even the parents, that's how they follow the progress of the child. Just go to the student portal. You'll be able to get the
The results and the
and
details
everything.
of your
So you know
child.
the journey. You are walking the journey with the student. The student is not
Beautiful.
alone. You are
Yeah.
also part of the journey, and we have made sure that that happens.
I like that, Daktari. I'm really, really excited. And the most important thing that I wanted you to elaborate on,
Yeah.
you've said that you will ensure that you ensure that students who have joined CUEA complete their studies within the stipulated time frame.
Exactly.
That is a big problem to most universities.
Correct.
Especially the issue of missing marks.
Exactly.
Daktari.
Yeah.
Missing marks
Missing marks is a tragedy.
is a tragedy.
Yeah. Some of the universities you can take a whole year looking for a mark.
You will, actually, a whole year.
But at Catholic University, that is not even a discussion.
Look at
It is
that.
actually a criminal offense to have a missing mark.
Wow.
We will actually make sure that we get that missing mark within less than 12 hours.
Wow.
Because how did you have a missing mark? For example, every time we are releasing results, we make sure 100% of the results are submitted. No student should, if you don't have a mark, within 2-3 days, you need to have logged into your portal and requested for that mark.
Look at
Then
that.
from there, we'll be able to get it. And that's why even at graduation, we don't have issues at the graduation that students are looking for marks in right, left, and center. These are issues that we have already sorted out because we have a very elaborate system that helps us to track that.
Wow. I'm really excited because
So we've invested in technology, and that's why in the
Yeah.
next 5 years, because we are continuing, innovation continues to
Continues to-
progress. In the
yeah,
next
exactly.
5 years, we'll be ahead of the game.
that is why, Daktari, I'll be inviting you next time
Yeah.
so that we can talk about these issues, all right?
Yes,
Sometimes I get saddened to look at, when I see students struggling, they are not on the graduation list, kufuatilia, or sijui mwalimu akupeana marks, na ako China, you see, such kind of things.
Amezima simu.
Amezima zima
We don't have
patikani,
that.
you see? But thank you so much, Daktari, for your
Thank
time
you
this
too.
morning.
Thank you
I look forward to having you again the
Yeah.
next time, God willing, all right?
Thank you so much.
Asante sana. My dear listener, that is the reason as to why you better join the Catholic University of Eastern Africa. For any inquiries, kindly call 0709 691 000. We take a short break for news headlines. I'll be back with the word for the day. Don't go too far.